everyone. We have an update from Strawberry Fields REIT Inc., which trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol STRW. It's a self-administered real estate investment trust engaged in ownership, acquisition, development, and leasing of skilled nursing and certain other healthcare-related properties. Happy to welcome back Chairman and CEO Moishe Gubin. Nice to see you.
Hi, thank you. So like you said, we're listed on the New York Stock Exchange on the stock symbol STRW. We're a healthcare REIT, and a lot of different than a lot of the other REITs is not only am I the CEO and chairman of the board, I'm also the founder, together with my partner. And we started this company close to 21 years ago, and we've been accumulating assets ever since. Just a couple of quick highlights about our company. Like I said, this actual company was started really in 2003, but in its current iteration, the predecessor company started at 2015. We had 33 facilities when we started, but today we're up to 109. I'm gonna go just quickly through some of the slides here, give you an idea, who we are. Right now we're in 9 states. We're in Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas, and we're predominantly skilled nursing facilities. We have a couple of hospitals, and we have a couple of assisted livings, 8 assisted livings actually. We're mainly skilled nursing facilities, and different than a lot of the REITs. Also, is that we're originally nursing home operators, and so we look at every deal how we would want to operate a facility, which makes us a lot different than a lot of the guys. This is really our landing page as of 12/31. At the time, we were 97 facilities. Today, we're at 109. 12,449 is the amount of beds that we have. We have a nice, robust pipeline. We have a strong EBITDA. We have a strong AFFO, almost $53 million in 23, and we expect that to be better. Net debt in 23 was 5.5 times. In 2024, that's going to inch up a drop. EBITDA number is a good positive number, which is improving. Our rents collected are 100% of our rents. Everyone's paying our rent.
And Moishe, we've got some questions. Do you want to take some questions now?
Yeah, let me hear them.
Sorry, I just popped in. One question is noticing a lot of your debt is with HUD. So what is your strategy with that? So
HUD for us, and it could be that at some point we move away from it, but from the beginning of time until now, and I'm going to bring up a slide on that actually. It's really our final resting place. It's a good spot for debt, as it's a long-term debt that's usually priced off the 10-year. And right now, if you look at this graph over here, our weighted average today on $270 million or so in HUD debt is 388, which you can't beat, within the straight line amortization between 30 and 40 years. At this point in our portfolio, we probably have 25 years as the average remaining life of our HUD debt. I mean, typically we buy stuff with cash, and then we put it into a conventional line, or we put it into our bond. We floated a couple of bonds in Israel in 2015, 9 years ago. And we've been on the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange since. Most recently, we're now on there with equity, but before that, we were just on the debt side of things. And then what we do is, once everything is stable and ready to go, we then move it to HUD. The benefits of HUD, obviously, besides for the numbers like we just said, is that it's non-recourse debt, and it's not cross-defaulted and cross-collateralized, which kind of makes our balance sheet even stronger than it presents as it is. I think today total debt is like maybe 52% of our balance sheet, but at the same token, a lot of the buildings have no debt, and then we have other buildings that have a lot of debt on it. Hope I answered your question. Yeah,
of course. Well, right now you have facilities in 9 states, and Samantha Farmer wants to know, what is your growth plan? Is it by acquisition? Is it growing in existing or adding new states?
Yeah, so I mean, our starting point is that we love the master lease. This is our current states where we are, and how rents are based on state. But what I would say is that the way we buy things is we like to buy things either where we're adding to a current master lease, or where it's a big enough portfolio that we could create a brand new master lease. So if you look at our map and the colors, I'm colorblind, but I know what this one shows here is these are all different groups, every color that you see on here. And we like to stay true to them and buy things for them to add to the master lease. But like I said, we're not buying a one-off in Nebraska. But if a portfolio came up in Nebraska that had, 10, 15 homes and where the numbers made sense and it fit our investment criteria, which I think the most important thing to tell any investor coming in here is we are disciplined and we'll do any deal that makes sense as long as it fits our box. Again, because I'm the founder as well as the CEO and chairman, we do things. We built this baby up from nothing, and it literally is my baby. And we aren't willing to risk it by going and doing obscure things that don't make any sense to us. And so, one nursing home again in Montana or whatever state I used as my example the first time, we're not going to do it. Or Nebraska maybe was the first one. But if we found a big group and it fits in, and this slide over here shows you our investment criteria. If it fits into our wheelhouse, we would grow. And right now we're in 9 states. I guess the exception to that would be is if we maybe bought maybe a portfolio of MOB that was managed by somebody in our world that can go across state lines, because we'd look at that as a master lease as well. The nursing home world, you want to be, each state has its own operator so they can know, on the ground what's going on there and have relationships with the regulators and understand where their clients and residents are coming from so they can do appropriate, menu or programming through activities. And so that's kind of how we do it. So I'm hoping that we continue to diversify our tenant pool, and I'm hoping that we get to go to more states. Currently, most of our stuff that's in the pipeline is additions to most of it, not all of it. We have some things that are going to be outside of our current tenants and new states, like we have a deal in Wisconsin. But otherwise, we'd be adding to our current leases that we have right now.
Okay, well, wonderful. Thank you so much for that update. I'm sure if people have more questions, they will contact you directly, and we look forward to the next time you're on for some more updates with Strawberry Fields.
Well, thank you.
All right, we'll see you again soon. Thank you for joining us. Okay, everyone, stay with us. We'll be right back with Zoned Properties.